Section 4.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the second day of our computer training seminar. Today, we will discuss one of the most important components of a computer, the Central Processing Unit, or CPU. The CPU is also called the brain of a computer because it's the part that receives, interprets, and executes instructions. One of the primary considerations when choosing a CPU is its speed, measured in gigahertz. Now let's get some ideas on the most popular CPU brands today. Please take a look at your handouts. On page 2, you'll see a brief description of the newest processor in the market today, the Velocity X2 processor. It is claimed to increase a computer's performance by 70%, and it can support up to 12.5 gigabytes per second of memory bandwidth. A bandwidth, by the way, is the total amount of data that can pass through a given channel in a certain period of time. Since the Velocity X2 processor was just introduced last month, it's not yet available in the international market. It's currently available only in Japan, some areas of the UK, and in the US. Next is the Axel TS. What's great about this processor is that it has a thermal sensor. So when a computer's motherboard becomes warm, the Axel TS will automatically increase fan speed in order to make sure that the motherboard will not overheat. Its speed is also quite impressive. It is currently one of the fastest chips in the market today, operating at 150 gigahertz. Most desktops only function at 2.5 to 3.7 gigahertz. Now let's take a look at the Conserva 100X processor. This one has a speed of 100 gigahertz. What makes this attractive to a number of people is that it is very energy efficient. It operates on just 50-watt power. People who are concerned about electricity usage consider the reduced power requirements of the Conserva 100X chip. It's quite fast too, with a speed of 100 gigahertz. Another popular central processing unit is the Gizmo 4.0. This by far is the most popular chip at present. It has a speed of 4.0 gigahertz. For a desktop or personal computer, 4.0 gigahertz is already very fast. It's a silicone-based microchip, and the great thing about the Gizmo 4.0 is that it constantly conducts virus scans. Those who like to multitask will favor this processor since it operates smoothly even though multiple applications are running. On page 4 is a brief write-up about the Cosmos 2-X. It's also silicone-based, like the Gizmo 4.0, but the Cosmos 2-X has two distinct silicone threads that allow the following actions. One thread is connected to the fan speed control, which increases fan speed when the chip detects increased temperature in the CPU environment, much like the Axel TS. The other thread increases the performance of operating systems and computer applications. In this way, as users multitask, computer performance is still quick, efficient, and very responsive. This afternoon, we will concentrate our discussions on these types of microprocessors. During lunch break, please read and study your handouts so that you'll be more prepared for the discussion with our CPU expert, Miss Kathy Hastings, later on. Right now, let's take a 10-minute break.